This right here is a cactus sandwich, and it's really good. You're gonna enjoy this one. Now, if you watch me on Instagram, you might have seen that I picked up a cactus from the trash from my next door neighbor, and this thing was huge. So Monica and I planted it, but this is a prickly pear cactus, which means that it produces edible fruit, and these paddles are a vegetable. So I thought, let's make a sandwich. So let's break these paddles down. Now, we want the soft part of the paddle, which is kind of near the end of the growth. So we're gonna cut off the part that's closest towards the stem, and then the edge of the paddle is actually almost all outer shell. So we kind of want to remove that as well. Now, Nopales is the common name for this particular cactus like paddle here, and it's actually pretty commonly featured in Mexican cooking. I get them quite a bit from the tamale restaurant down the street from me, and it's really good. Now, you need to remove all of the spines of the cactus, otherwise this sandwich is gonna be fairly prickly, and the prickly pear part is not part of the food name. Now, once you have all of the spines removed, everything's kind of like scraped down, any like dry parts are kind of pulled off, then all we're gonna do is just wash them. Now, if you have a vegetable brush, you can use that and just wash it vigorously, or you can just wash it by hand, but you are gonna kind of want to wash these for about 30 seconds or so per. Now, there's a lot of like gel that kind of comes out of this. Think about like an aloe gel almost, and we just need to like wash that away. Now, there's a load of different ways to prepare these. They're boiled, fried, I've had them grilled. That's really nice. Now, you can cook them as the whole planks or cut them into strips. We're gonna be baking the entire planks. Now, first I'm gonna cut these into like a cross thatch kind of pattern, and that's gonna allow me to get the seasonings and the oil kind of deeper into the cactus, and also allow some more of those gels to be released when it's cooking. Now, we just rubbed that oil into those cracks, and then we're just gonna season up with some salt, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and then rub that in as well. Really kind of get that into the cracks. Now, I had my oven preheated for 450 degrees on convection. I'm gonna toss the cactus on a baking rack and then into the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, so our cactuses are cooking. Let's make some toppings for this sandwich. I'm gonna start off with like a balsamic dressing. I think that's gonna be really good and really round this out. Now, you just start with 1 part balsamic to 2 parts oil. Then I'm just gonna add some garlic powder, Dijon mustard, some dehydrated onions, decent amount of agave, fresh cracked black pepper, and some salt. Now I'm just gonna throw a lid on it and then shake it up. Now, I wanna really shake this thing. You can add it into your workout routine, give it a little bit of a dance, but then when you're done, you have a seriously creamy dressing. I mean, look at how creamy that is. And it's really good. So now we're around 10 minutes into these cooking and they look really good. So I'm gonna pull them out and flip them over. They should be pretty soft at this point. Now, I thought like a nice, dense, rich, almost cream cheese-like spread would be really good on this. So we're gonna do that starting with about a half of a block of tofu and some vegan butter, specifically this Mayoko's vegan butter. It's really good. Now, I'm just gonna toss both of those into just a small food processor, some nutritional yeast, a little bit of like white or champagne vinegar, some garlic powder, and then just toss the lid on this and then blend it together until it's really smooth. Now, I'm just gonna toss this into a container and then toss it into the fridge. Now, I'm just gonna be using a basic hoagie roll for this. I think any bread will do. And then I'm just gonna slice this open and splay it out and then just kind of brush it with a little bit of olive oil, not much. Now, I'm just gonna toss it in the oven with the cactuses to let it kind of like toast up. Then we're just gonna prep the rest of the ingredients. We're not using a whole lot here. So this is done, and you can see these cactuses. I mean, I think they look pretty good personally. So now that the cactus is done, let's get this sandwich ready. We're just gonna spread out a bunch of that cream cheese on both sides of our bun and then top with both of our cactus planks. I'm just doing a little bit of tomato, onion, some butter lettuce. Then I'm gonna throw on some pickles and then drizzle with that sweet balsamic dressing. Oh my gosh. This whole thing was my take on a BLT, except here it is, your CLT, your cactus, lettuce, and tomato. So Monica put her foot down about trying this one. No, I'm just kidding, she's not here, but my dad's in town, so he's gonna try it with me. So let's see what my dad has to say.
Crunchy. That's something. Yeah, that is neat, right? Mm-hmm. It's meaty and kind of like, it's a mess because of my bun. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it was pretty good. Not bad. Does the cactus taste like anything like different? Like, what's your thought on the cactus?
This is the first time I ever had cactus.
So, Dad, I don't know. Are you gonna have a cactus sandwich again?
Sure.
I mean, really, the cactus itself just kind of tastes like a green bean.
Yeah.
Maybe like asparagus.
It's not a bad taste at all.
It's like asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So there it is, the cactus sandwich. It's just kind of like a roasted vegetable. It's pretty tasty. If you see one of these cactus planks in your grocery store, which sometimes they have them, try it out. I bet you'll like it.